So, following on from our how to create and submit abstracts video, we now turn our attention to some top tips on preparing slides and or posters for presentation.
Firstly, congratulations on having your abstract selected for oral or poster presentation at Heart UK's annual Medical and Scientific Conference. Your work was highly scored by the expert Medical, Scientific and Research Committee of Heart UK, who felt that the work was worthy of presentation and of interest to the Heart UK audience.
It's now time to think about preparing your abstract, either as an oral presentation or moderated or unmoderated poster. Let's discuss each one in turn.
Let's discuss the three presentation types that your abstract has been accepted for at the conference. Firstly, you have the opportunity to present an oral abstract. This is 10 minutes of presentation followed by 5 minutes for a discussion. Secondly, you may have had a moderated poster accepted. This is 6 minutes allocated per poster with 3 minutes of key messages from you, but also 3 minutes of questions from the judging panel. This is an open session, so audience members will be listening to the discussions. Finally, we have unmoderated posters. No formal judging is for this group, but there is an opportunity for all poster authors to attend and represent their poster and your work and discuss with attendees during the newly scheduled poster networking session.
We will discuss each in more detail. Oral and moderated posters will be published online in Atherosclerosis Plus, which is an Elsevier publication.
Now to some simple tips. Please arrive in good time before your session so that you can run through your slides and see them on the screen and understand how the audio-visual will work. Plus, it makes the team at ease that you are here and ready to present. If you have a poster, make sure that it is displayed in good time so that everyone has a chance to view your work outside of the scheduled poster sessions. Also know your content and please stick to time.
So what can oral presenters expect? There are 2 parallel oral abstract sessions, usually on Thursday afternoon. The first is for the medical and scientific audience, and the other for the primary and healthcare audience. You'll be required to give a 10-minute presentation, which will be followed by 5 minutes of discussion. So our top tip there is to remember to practice your presentation in front of your peers and make sure you're within time. To this end, we recommend you prepare no more than 10 slides, which allows about 1 minute per slide. And it's important that the slides are used as a prompt. You should try not to read directly from them.
So with oral presentations, what can you expect? Oral abstract will be judged on timing, presentation, science, and questions. A certificate and a £400 prize will be awarded during the closing remarks to the winning presentation from each of the medical and scientific and primary and healthcare sessions.
So here are some comments about the oral presentations and your slides and content. As we discussed in part 1, follow the sequence of the abstract you submitted and don't forget to link back to the abstract title with your take-home message. Make your slides visually appealing and don't make them too wordy.
Your slides are a prompt. Do not read your slide content verbatim and do not make your font too small. Remember, the audience may be in person or virtual. And please do not use competing colours.
A little bit about best practice. Make sure you're really familiar with the work that you're presenting and you're not just reading from the slides or poster. Take some time to do your background reading on the topic and be ready to reference other studies that session chairs or the audience might allude to during the discussion period. And make sure that statements on your poster or presentation are correctly referenced.
So let's discuss the 2 types of posters. Firstly, for the moderated posters, authors are requested to be available by their poster as a judging panel will be circulating during this time to discuss your work. The attending author must be ready with 3 to 4 bullet points highlighting key messages from your poster, followed by discussion with the judging panel.
There will be 6 minutes allocated per each moderated poster, and this can be split into 3 minutes to present your bullet point and key messages, and 3 minutes for discussion with the judges.
The organisers will be keeping strictly to time, and a bell will sound to signal the changeover. No gadgets are permissible for authors' use during the moderated session.
So during the poster presentations for the moderated session, the posters will be judged on presentation and science, and the winner and runner-up will be announced on Friday afternoon. Both will receive a certificate, and the winners will receive £150 and the runner-up will receive £75. A mic will be provided for you and for the judges to ask their questions, as the session is very popular for attendees to listen to the interaction, which is very educational. A People's Choice Poster Award of £100 will also be presented, and both the moderated and unmoderated posters will be in the running for this prize.
For those in the unmoderated category, we recognise that you've worked just as hard to create your abstract and poster, and so we've scheduled this special time so that you can connect with the audience about your work.
A scheduled poster networking session will take place where all poster authors are invited to attend and represent their work. Whilst the session is not judged, this is an opportunity for all poster authors to engage with the audience.
And don't forget, attendees may be voting for their People's Choice poster nomination.
There are a few points on the poster format and the content. Please ensure that your poster is printed to portrait A0 size and not in landscape. Printing your poster onto material is also not recommended, as this will not stick with Velcro to the poster board, and the use of pins is not permitted on the boards that we provide. We suggest that you print your poster onto matte or satin finish paper with a paper weight of between 190 and 230 grams.
It is your responsibility as the author to arrange for the design and print of your poster and to bring the finished poster to the meeting. Costs for this will not be covered by Heart UK. PowerPoint is recommended to create your poster, and this also makes it easier to print.
A thing or two about the content of your poster. Don't overcrowd your visual abstract, and think about illustrations and graphics. And then finally, you may want to consider a QR code. So this creates a link for people to contact you and to find out a little bit more about your work.
Here are some examples of the good on the left and the bad and the ugly on the right. In terms of content, here are some do's and don'ts. It's a really good idea to show your slides or your poster to your co-authors for comment, and you must get their sign-off before presenting or printing. And make sure that any patient data is anonymized, especially if you're sharing any images from clinical scans.
Finally, congratulations again on being invited to present your work. We all look forward to viewing and hear about your submission topic. And don't forget to register before the early bird deadline to get the best rate.
Thank you for watching our tutorial video, and we look forward to meeting you at the conference.